Oh! Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm hooked into something big. What in the world did I just hook into? What's going on, everybody? Nick from 618 Fishing here, and welcome back to another fishing adventure. In today's episode, we are traveling 2 hours to one of the coolest spillways that I've ever found. I've only been there one time before, and we are going to be targeting pound for pound one of the most powerful fish in North America.
If you leave me to my own device, I never have to compromise. The city is like a jungle, gotta make it mine. Put my fears right out of sight, beat the hustle, better get it right. In a game where the strong survive.
We have made the long drive and arrived to our fishing destination, and it is unrecognizable from the last time I was here. The water level is a ton higher, causing this spot to be flooded. Let's go ahead and try our best to catch a fish. I do not know if this is even going to be possible. I have no idea how deep this water is right here in front of me. I'm gonna try to make my way a little bit closer, see if I can get my bait in front of a fish. Spots to fish from are few and far between at this spillway currently. I am going to try for a little bit longer, but my optimism as to whether or not we're going to be able to catch the species of fish I'm after out of this spillway today is quickly disappearing, but I'm not ready to give up quite yet.
It's ground that they're walking and cutting through their skin. They're hunting down their prey through the bitter end. It's ground that they're walking and cutting through their skin. They're hunting down their prey. Let the games begin.
I have fished this spillway for a while. I've tried a variety of techniques, lures, and baits, and not a single fish has touched any of my presentations. I think it is time to cut my losses and go to another spot. The next spot that we're heading to is another spillway. It's an hour away, and it is home to one of the biggest, rarest, and most sought after fish in North America. And we have made it to the second fishing spot. This water level is also very high, but the water itself is clear. Let's not waste any time and get started. Oh, I had a fish on. No way, I had a fish on. I thought I was snagged on a rock. I'm gonna start pulling out line. Darn. What a cold, wet, rainy day of fishing. 2 different fishing spots, hours of driving, and I have nothing to show for it. I had one singular bite there at the very end, but unfortunately it came off almost immediately. Day 1 was a flop. We drove for hours, fished 2 different locations, battled the rain, fog, and flooding, and in the end, we were not able to catch our target species or any fish for that matter, but I am feeling a whole lot more optimistic about today. We have finally made it out to the spillway, and this water is even higher than what it was the last time I was here. Let's go ahead and get started. I have fished this first spot for quite some time. I've tried a variety of different lures, and I have not had a single bite. Let's go ahead and try a different spot. I've been casting and casting and casting all day, and I've yet to get a single bite or see a single fish for that matter. It has been a slow day so far. I fished the entire length of the spillway on the opposite side of the bank. This side, however, looks to be a lot more calm. So maybe this is where the big fish are hanging out. Let's get started. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm hooked into something big. Oh my gosh, I'm hooked into something big. What in the world did I just hook into? What in the world is that? What in the world is that? What in the world is that? You guys, I was just about to call it quits. I hooked into a big fish. Oh my gosh, please stay on. Finally a fish on the line after all day. And it is a nice one. I don't know if you guys could tell because it's so dark out here. What in the world is that? There we go, you guys. Holy smokes, I just caught a giant buffalo. This is a big mouth buffalo. This could be a new personal best. I have to get a weight on this fish. My personal best big mouth buffalo was 6.7 pounds. This very well could beat that fish. The net weighs about 2 pounds. So let's go ahead and weigh this guy inside the net. Holy smokes. This dude weighs right around 11 pounds. This crushes my previous personal best big mouth buffalo by a ton. All right, let's go ahead and let this monster go. See you later, buddy. So cool. Well, that was an unexpected catch and not what I was targeting, but I will take it. My first fish out here in 2 days was a new personal best big mouth buffalo. Aside from catching that monstrous big mouth buffalo, we have struck out 2 days in a row. So we are going to head to a completely different spillway. It's a spot that is an hour-and-a-half away, but it is home to some monstrous fish. Hopefully, we'll be able to catch some.
Gonna climb another mountain until I reach the sea. I'm gonna cross another ocean until you're next to me.
We have made it to the spillway, and make no mistake, this water is still freezing cold and it is muddier than I have ever seen it. So I have no idea if there are any fish living directly beneath this spillway today, but we're gonna find out. It appears that this spillway was flooded not too long ago, so the fish living in there could have been feeding on night crawlers. I'm gonna go ahead and toss one out.
Keeping my eyes open, there's no time for sleep. I won't stop till I get there, until you're next to me.
Oh, there's the take. There we go, fish on. All right, we finally caught something. What in the world is that? Holy smokes, you guys, this is a new species. I cannot believe this right now. After doing some research online, I can confirm that this is a chain pickerel, a fish that I've wanted to catch for a very long time. It belongs to the pike family and it shares a lot of the same characteristics, and it is a very, very cool looking species of fish. I'm so happy I finally was able to see one up close. See you later, buddy. I'm super stoked to have caught him, but I know there has to be some other fish out there as well. I can't wait to see what we hook into next. I have had some surprise catches from beneath this spillway in the past, but I think that fish right there just topped the list. I caught him using a night crawler. Let's go ahead and toss it back out there and see what other surprises this spillway is hiding. As much as I want to believe that there's a big fish hiding out there, I have some serious doubts. So let's go ahead, move downstream to some deep water, but before that, let's try to catch some fresh bait with the cast net. Man, I cannot catch a single fish with this cast net. Let's go ahead and move downstream anyways. After a long hike downstream, we have made it to one of the deeper spots in this creek. If there are some big fish, this is where they would be hiding. Let's get some baits out. I did bring a really cool fishing gadget with me that I have not used in a very long time. That being this deeper castable sonar. You can actually cast this thing out from the bank with a fishing pole and slowly reel it back in, and it actually works like a sonar would on a boat. Okay, let's toss this thing out there and see what readings we can get. So water temperature is 46 degrees, and so far the deepest depth I've seen is only 4 feet. I have not gotten a single bite since I moved downstream from that spillway. It's time to change up locations yet again. I have no idea where the big fish disappeared to, but I do know that there are fish living directly beneath this spillway, so let's go ahead and see what else we can hook into right here. Well, the sun has set, it's getting dark and cold, not to mention the fact that I've not gotten a bite in hours. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Fishing spillways in the wintertime is hit and miss, and lately it's been a lot of missing. We were not able to catch any of our target species the 3 days that we were out fishing, but having said that, we did catch 2 fish, and those 2 fish made up for all of the struggle, because the first one was a new personal best bigmouth buffalo, and the second one was my very first chain pickerel, which I am still in shock that that fish was living in this spillway. Anyways, I had a lot of fun. If you guys enjoyed this episode, I'd really appreciate it if a thumbs up, possibly think about subscribing if you haven't. I will catch you guys on the next one.
The ground that they're walking ain't cutting through their skin. They're hunting down their prey to the bitter end. The ground that they're walking ain't cutting through their skin. They're hunting down their prey to the bitter end.
We have made the long drive and arrived to our fishing destination. 2 different fishing spots, hours of driving, and I have nothing to show for it. As much as I want to believe that there's a big fish hiding out there, I have some serious doubts. So let's go ahead, move downstream. I had absolutely zero luck downstream from this spillway.